in sort of chronological order. So starting next week, phase 1 is going to start. And let me know if I forget anything or if something needs clarified. Think of it through like an empathetic sort of standpoint, like what could be a question that people will ask. It's going to be May 24th next week. As of right now, it is going to be a week away. And obviously, what's required of all of us is going to be required next week and through the end of time of this church on this earth is, if you're sick, just stay home. Voila. Required all the time. And that's still required and even more required through this time. So next week, the church will be open. However, live stream is still recommended for people who are you maybe have kids, or if you're older and you want to stay safe, hey, we recommend the live stream. Mm-hmm. The other thing is to bring your own Bible. We're not going to have any of the chair pockets with Bibles in them for the sake of limiting things that multiple people can put their hands on and spread germs. So bring your own Bible. We're going to have lyrics up on the words up on the screen. The Bible verses will be up on the screen. Your cell phone has free apps you can download. So bring your own Bible. And then sanitizer usage. There's not going to be any mints to choose from. So bring your own mints, I guess, if we want to state that BYOM. And but when you walk into the sanctuary, we have a sanitizing station with a sanitizer bottle. Use that, please, just as an extra precaution that anything that we bring in from the outside stays away from our gathering. The next thing is to observe social distancing, and what the CDC and Department of Health is saying is 6 feet. And right now we are 6 feet. How we've been on stage has been 6 feet between Liz and I, and even having 4 people, we're 6 feet away. So just maintain that while we're inside of this building, for the sake of caring for one another in a special way. Also, we're going to have a whole different seating layout. There's going to be staggered seating and basically unit seating. If we kind of surveyed the regular attendees of the church, members and non-members all alike, and so we considered families of 3, families of 4, families of 5, or individuals that come. So we're going to try to accommodate as many as we can. We will have some section units, so if you come with your family of 6, you're not going to be sitting 6 feet apart from that family, obviously.
I think we just want to point out that although there will be some seats that are together in groups of 3 or 4, those are for people that are in a family unit.
Yeah.
So please only sit with people that you live in the same house with. Don't, just because there's 3 seats together doesn't mean you should sit with a friend.
That's a good point.
Keep to yourself or to your family unit. The only exception to social distancing should be with people that live together, since they already live together.
Yeah. So obviously, if my wife were to come with all of our kids, we would have families of 6 get a table on the side, because we have a good nice big table for kids. So we would sit over there. We wouldn't move chairs like, oh, we'll take this 3 seats together and we'll move that together. Well, then if we run out of families of 3, we're trying to be as strategic and think about accommodating as much as possible as far as seating. But we are we can fit about 104 people in here comfortably. We're cutting that basically in half. So we will have overflow seating that I'm not going to show you or tell you where that's at right now. But if people do come in and we don't have any more units, we will have something available for that. And it's in the sanctuary. So I'm not going to tell you on the live stream because I don't want you to sit there. It's going to be kind of like roped off for a special occasion. Anyhow, moving on to staggered seating, social distancing. When you come in the building, we're going to have somebody actually help you to a certain units to sit properly, and kind of shepherd that portion of it. So an usher will help you to the seat. They won't escort you. They're just going to help direct you to the madness of chairs all scattered out. What is that? Oh, doors are going to be propped open, so you don't have to touch the door handle when you walk in. Like I said, with the Bibles, we're limiting, however, multiple touches to different surfaces. And that's going to be one of them. We're just going to have the door wide open.
It will be entry only through the front door of the church. That will be the only door.
Yep, one door entrance. And downstairs is going to be completely closed. This door will be shut, and it'll just be up here. And so one thing that should bring assurance to you, to anybody attending, considering attending, is that anybody in leadership on stage at a point when the coffee bar is open, everybody is going to get their temperature taken before the service that day. Mm-hmm. And just as a way of giving rest to your conscience of like, okay, are we sure that our leaders are healthy? Can they help me with coffee? Can they be within a certain distance? Mm-hmm. We want you to be confident. And one thing that we can't limit multiple touching is the toilet flusher, the faucet in the bathroom. So for that reason, since we need a bathroom, Lord forbid we ever have to get all bladder infections and things like that, or have to go outside. We're still going to keep the bathroom open, but we are going to do continual cleaning of the bathroom throughout the service through phase 1 only. And then it's going to be pre-service and post-service in phase 2. So that's that. Masks being required. We are going to... I think at this point, we're going to have masks available for everyone walking into the building, and we're going to strongly recommend them to be used. Just because, even restaurants aren't even open at this time. Mm-hmm. Their gatherings of 10 are still frowned upon by the Department of Health, the CDC, and next week it's still going to be that way. Now they might open up restaurants and gatherings like that, later on in June. For that reason, we're going to have masks available for you to have. Obviously, we're not going to, if it's going to deter you of us requiring you to use a mask and things like that, we want to put what is central and essential at the front, and that is gathering and receiving the Word of God. Mm-hmm. And, we're doing a mask out of care for one another, but if that is going to hinder your worship and receiving the Word and being fed, we don't want to, thwart that and quench that. So strongly recommended. Offering is going to be not a plate being passed. It's going to be a box right back at the entrance. So we still have to coordinate what we're going to do. I'd rather not do a shoe box. So if you got if there's
that red box back there,
you want to do a red box?
We can put that red lock.
We got a red box. We have a lock box. Yep. Yeah. Okay, we can hang that probably right there in the entryway, right in the threshold. So that'll be the offering box, and you just manually put that in there at your own convenience. Don't touch it, though. And let's see, coffee bars, obviously, Liz made a spoiler alert. It's going to be closed during phase 1. Phase 1 might only last maybe a couple weeks or something like that.
Hopefully, yeah.
But just bring some coffee, bring a thermos, and I might have my own thermos up on stage. But yeah, we're going to be doing that. Bible studies and meetings are all going to be through Zoom. No men's breakfast, no potlucks, obviously. I guess that goes without being said. And no hugs or handshakes, but you can do a professional bow or curtsy. We will definitely be doing that. I'll do it. I'll model that for everyone. Yeah. And obviously, children's ministry, no children's ministry through phase 1. And so that's basically all of it. I think if people do want to mingle, I would recommend require that not being in the building, just for the sake of just observing social distancing and things like that. Mingle outside if the weather's nice. Have at it outside. Just come in, know that we're doing the best we can to protect one another.
We ask that even if you're standing and not in your seat, that you still maintain 6 feet
Yeah.
of distance from others. So
Yeah.
try to take your seat and not mingle